Hi, it's Pete here, and we're back again for more action from the World Championship. Now, today I thought I was going to be talking about a really close semi-final between USA and Switzerland, but there was a dominant display by one team. And there was another semi-final that I found really, really intriguing. And this was in the women's, the Venice Cup. This is between Poland and Sweden. And if we look all the way back to the qualifying, Poland were absolutely dominant with plus 50 VPs over second place. And now, with 16 boards to go, they are down 23. So let's jump into the action and see what happens. So here, this first board that I wanted to talk about, here West opened a no trump. There was a transfer to spades. They bid 2 spades. South makes a takeout double, and West pushes on to 3 spades, which goes 1 down. But at the other table, it went 1 club past 2 diamonds, which not sure, but obviously showed like a weak hand with diamonds. I haven't seen that too much. But West went over to 2 spades, and North made a takeout double with this hand. And South jumped to 4 hearts. Now, they're sort of awkwardly placed, and they've got like a decent hand, but this looks like they've gone a little too much, and they actually went 4 down vulnerable in 4 hearts here. So 3 spades down 1 and 4 hearts down 4, all vulnerable, was minus 500 to Poland. So they'd had a couple of swings, but with 12 boards left to go, they're actually down 37, and they lose 2 more imps on the next board. So they are down 39 with 11 boards left to play. Then they've had a absolute hot streak with this one culminating in it. After this board, they actually picked up 40 unanswered imps. And that means they are in the lead by 1 with 6 boards to go. So what happened on this board to get them the final 13 of their 40 imps? So here, East passed this hand, whereas at the other table, they chose to preempt here. Now, do you preempt with a side 4 card major? Some partnerships, yes. Some partnerships, no. The main contention here is if you preempt with a side 4 card major, you might be missing a game in that 4 card major because it's really hard to ever show that. So if you preempt, you're basically giving up the real chance that you can get there. Now, this is exactly what happened on this one. 4 hearts made at one table, and at this table, they got to 5 diamonds after the preempt, which went 1 down. So that was 13 imps to Poland, which gave them the lead, the 40 out of their unanswered imps, and Poland takes the lead by just 1 imp with 6 boards left to play in the semi-final. So on the 4th last board, here, North opened 2 diamonds, which I'm not sure but what options they had in it, but it obviously looks strong. And after 2 spades, 3 spades, South just opts to bid 3 no trumps. That looks like they didn't express their hands particularly well. I don't know exactly what their methods are here. But at the other table, here, they start with 1 club, which had some strong options in it, and then they bid all the way to 7 diamonds, which is a pretty fantastic contract. You're just worried about this 10 of diamonds. If someone had 5 diamonds to the 10, it might have gone down. But 7 diamonds didn't need too much, and actually rolled home for 16 imps. So 16 imps to Poland, and they actually just regained the lead. After they got their 1 imp in front, Sweden struck back with 8 imps. They got 16 back here. There are also a couple of small swings, but so with 3 boards to go, they're up 9 imps. The next board, they even pick up 2. They're up 11 imps with 2 boards to go. And let's look at the last board I want to show you. So here at one table goes 1 diamond, a spade overcall. So here, I just want to highlight they don't have great suit quality here, but overcalling at the 1 level is really, really advantageous. So get in there and do it a lot. And then they double 3 diamonds, a mixed raise of spades, and South just opts for 4 hearts. At the other table, South chose to open 1 heart instead of 1 diamond. What you open with your 6 fives is an interesting choice. And if you open a diamond, you have to be willing to show your hearts later. And then it went a spade. North bid 2 spades, a good raise. And then 4 spades, pass. And North has these good spades. Didn't opt to actually double, but still try for slam because they know that their partner's probably got a void spade. And here they passed Cupid clubs, Cupid diamonds, and gave 6 hearts a shot. So they get to 6 hearts. How good is this slam? Well, it needs the heart finesse because you do have an unavoidable diamond loser, and it probably needs just a few other things. You need to be able to set up these diamonds, which opposite of doubleton, you'll be able to do lots of the times, but if you run into bad breaks, you might get into trouble. So this is a slam that's on a finesse plus a few breaks. But once a slam is on a finesse, it's now a break-even point. And any more than that makes it slightly poor. But I have been in far worse slams than this. And here, slam goes down because the king of hearts is offside. So they start with a diamond over there and they finesse. And it fails. And that was 13 imps back to Sweden, who win the semi-finals by just 2. After all this battle, 2 imps to Sweden, knocking out the favourites here who had a dominant qualifying. So fantastic semi-final. So let's just take a look at all the action from all the other semi-finals. So in the Bermuda Bowl, the Switzerland-USA match was really close. Just 10 imps difference going into the final stanza. But Switzerland had a great run of it and finished up handily in front of USA. Netherlands versus Norway. This match wasn't played. The Norway team conceded, being down over 100 imps. This usually happens when it's over 100-ish imps. Different teams draw the line where they want to. In the Venice Cup, we saw the Poland versus Sweden. Just 2 imps in it. England versus Turkey. Turkey took the win there over England, England was one of the second qualifiers. So 2 upsets here in the semi-final of the women's. Then in the seniors, India had a win over France and Poland had a win over Denmark. And in the mixed teams, France got through. Again, Germany conceded this match. And then USA 1 had a good win over Italy here in the mixed teams. So they are your finalists now. Let's check out all the action from the finals. So here, let's jump straight into the Bermuda Bowl and look at how Netherlands versus Switzerland goes. And this was really a match of 2 halves. So the first board that I wanted to show you here, North opened a heart and East jumped to 3 hearts. Now, this just says, do you have a heart stopper? And basically says, I've got a solid 7 card suit here. And if you've got a stopper, maybe we can make 3 no trumps. So 2 hearts would be Michael's. 3 hearts asks for a stopper and highlights that this is a solid 7 card suit. South doubled here and West just bid 4 clubs, which would say no. And basically like, where's your suit? They probably know it's diamonds, but they still bid 4 clubs. North bid 4 hearts, East goes to 5 diamonds, and South actually pushed on to 5 hearts. Now, bidding to the 5 level over the opponent's 5 level contract, very, very risky thing to do. You want to do it when you're certain. Now here it went Ace of Diamonds lead, and then King of Diamonds, which they roughed. And Declarer can make, but they're worried about spades here. They really don't know about the spade position actually coming in. So they played a heart over and now just started with a club towards the king. And here West hops in with the ace and gives their partner a rough for down 1 in 5 hearts here. At the other table, similar start, 1 heart, 3 hearts. Do you have a stopper? And South just bid 4 hearts. And now West just bid 5 diamonds, knowing that their partner suits diamonds, and this got doubled. and 5 diamonds went down too. So handy pickup for Switzerland here. The next board that I wanted to highlight. So here we've got 1 spade past 2 no, which was a spade raise, double, and West just bids 4 spades. And here they got a heart lead. So importantly, I wanted to highlight the takeout double here. I think this double of 2 no trumps, takeout of spades, has a large impact on how Declarer actually plays this one. So here, heart lead, and they duck the first heart, and South actually just continues a heart here, not knowing where the jack was, and West wins. And from here, West is missing the king, queen of spades, and the ace of clubs that they're worried about. So they lead the ace of spades, and both players follow not with an honor. So if they saw the king of spades or queen of spades, they'd have a very comfy ride here. But now their thoughts are, oh, these diamonds. If diamonds break 4-3, I can actually just throw both my clubs away and protect against spades being 3-1, which seems highlighted because of the takeout double. So again, here, South made a takeout double with a slightly off-shape hand. 2 spades, 4 hearts, 2 diamonds, 5 clubs. So we'll get back to that position. Heart, heart, ace of spades. And now West really wants to get rid of their clubs. So they play the king of diamonds, queen of diamonds. They go over in hearts, which they know won't be trumped. And they play the jack of diamonds, trying to discard both of their clubs. But here, the spades are actually 2-2. And they get a rough in here. And they'll also score the king of spades and ace of clubs. But if the diamonds stood up, they were actually making. Even if the ace of diamonds gets trumped, that'll be okay because the club gets to go in time. So they just needed that round of diamonds to stand up. At the other table, here, diamond lead. They won and just went ace of spades, and they took their second diamond and just played another spade here. And spades broke and very comfortable. But notice here in the bidding, very similar, except no takeout double. So the takeout double here persuaded Declarer at one table to expect a 3-1 break, and they played for diamonds to be breaking instead. Here, without any bidding, they played for spades to break and made comfortably. Another pickup to Switzerland. The last board that I wanted to talk about here, swing back to Netherlands. And at this one, here, North-South have like this fabulous hand. They open 2 clubs, and it goes 2 diamonds. East comes in with 2 hearts. This goes pass, pass, double. Now, 2 hearts doubled could go for about 1100 here. But North-South proceed onto 6 no trumps, which can make, but is a difficult contract. So at the other table, here, East actually opens 2 hearts, showing hearts and a minor, at least 5-4. South doubles because they got a good hand. And West corrects to 3 clubs. And North makes a takeout double. And South's like, yep, that sounds good to me. And here, just in the play, goes club lead, because against double contracts, leading trumps is a great idea. So club, and they put in the jack. And they just draw trumps. So they take 1 more top club. They now start untangling spades a bit just to highlight to partner what was going on. Then back to clubs. And now Dummy's just left with 1 top trump. They don't need to draw that anymore. And at this stage, they go back to the ace of spades. They play a diamond. And now they get 1 discard. Declarer uses their trump here. And a heart goes. And then they win the ace of hearts, take the ace of diamonds, dropping the queen, over to those 2 diamonds. And here they get the king of hearts and a club. North-South took 12 tricks defending 3 clubs doubled. So the East-West here went for 2,000 with everything seeming relatively normal here. They had hearts and a minor. I don't like hearts. Let's play clubs. minus 2,000. They got punished. This is affectionately known as going for a postcode in Australia. So what you do is if you wanted to post some mail to Sydney, that is 2,000. So you don't often see that, but it does happen even at all levels. So next time you go for 1,100, don't worry. Some people go for 2,000 in the finals of a World Bridge Championship. So the match was 40-36. Basically, in the first half, Switzerland just picked up lots of imps, and then Netherlands had a good swing back, culminating with that. And then Switzerland picked up a little bit. So they've got 4 imps up, even after losing 19 imps on one board. It's worth noting, the other table went off in 6 no trumps. Even if they made 6 no trumps, it wouldn't have actually cost too many imps. You can make 6 no trumps. I'll go over the play there. Pretty interesting. So here they get a heart lead, which they win. And there's a very, very favorable layout in diamonds, but you're not really going to play for that. So they start by taking a club finesse. And then they take a diamond finesse, which loses. And they still don't know about the 10 of diamonds. Here, a club is continued. And this is the play that I'm not sure about why they took the ace of hearts here. I think they've got really good chances if they don't take the ace of hearts. But I don't see an obvious reason for taking the ace of hearts here. Anyway, I'll come back to this play and highlight what could have happened afterwards. But they take the ace of hearts and the ace king of spades. And they take one top club, throw their heart away, and now just ace of diamonds, and they see the 10, but they're down 1. If we rewind to this ace of hearts play and just save that ace of hearts and just play from here, they could actually just take the king of clubs and they can throw a heart away. And now if they take the ace king of spades, this is a very similar position, but now when you go to diamonds, you see the 10 drop. Great. Okay, so our diamonds are all good. So we win that. And here, what's actually going to happen is we can actually squeeze East in hearts and clubs. So at this stage, if they play the queen of spades, East has no good discard. They throw the club, your 8's a winner. You throw a heart, your hearts are winners. And you can actually make the contract. But South needs that entry back. So that ace of hearts to me looked costly there. But it going down in a slam didn't cost too many imps. Yeah, compression. Anyway, let's move on to round number 2. All right, so into stanza 2 of the final. Here we're looking at the Wuhan Cup, the mixed teams. So this is between USA 1 and France. So really close so far. USA 1 just up a little bit at this stage. So here, this auction went 1 spade, 2 no, showing both minors, 3 spades, and East jumped to 5 diamonds. South actually pushed on to 5 spades because they've got some extra shape and they're pretty weak. They think that they might be making 5 diamonds. And they push the opponents into 6 diamonds. Now, this is a slam that's on a finesse, but the king of clubs is onside here. So 6 diamonds comes home. So they also worth noting that East might reevaluate their hand here because when North-South bid to 5 spades, it looks pretty likely partners actually got a void, which makes their hand significantly better. So I think the North-South bidding made East reevaluate their hand even higher. So here, spade lead, and they shifted to a heart, and they just draw trumps. They're off to spade, off to heart, ruffed. And now comes the crunch time, but the finesse works, and 12 tricks. At the other table, pretty similar. 5 diamonds, 5 spades, pass, and they bid 6 diamonds. But now they think that, oh no, I pushed him into a slam. So they actually sacrificed in 6 spades and got doubled there. And here, 6 spades is a great sacrifice over the 6 diamond contract because they only go down 3. So they get their heart ruff here. And that's all the tricks for East-West there. So cheap sacrifice in 6 spades over the 6 diamonds, but it's sort of whenever you sacrifice, you're giving up any chance you have of beating the opponents. So you want to be pretty sure that you're not beating them. And especially when they look like they're stopping in 5, you push them to 6. It's hard to do. So to sacrifice, I mean. Also worth noting here that North-South have a 10-card heart fit. Often I hear the question of like, well, we've found the spade fit. Should we look for another one? Once you've got one major suit fit, you're quite happy there. So even at this level, you can see that they don't investigate to try and find a heart fit. The next board I wanted to highlight here, another slam. So this time it's an example of a slam making and a slam going down. And this time going down in a slam was a little bit more costlier than the other time. And here, I think it just was with careful play that you can make 6 diamonds. So both tables bid to 6 diamonds, and there is a 3 spade bid here. So you're pretty sure the spades are breaking pretty badly. So at this table, they lead their singleton heart, and they win. And they just take a diamond finesse straight away, which loses to the singleton queen. And they have another diamond to lose here. So the careful play at the other table, I think they played it a little bit more carefully. So here they find their spade lead off the bat. So here they trump in and now just shift to a heart. And at this stage, instead of finessing the diamond, they check to see for a singleton queen first by going up with the ace. And here it drops the queen, which makes the hand a lot better. But let's say that the queen didn't drop and they just saw a small diamond. They would carry on like they did, ace of clubs and trump a club. And now's when they would actually try the diamond finesse if they hadn't seen the queen already. But they protected themselves against a singleton queen and it paid off handily. The final board I wanted to look at is just defending 3-no trumps. Here, North-South get to 3-no trumps at both tables. Here, it looks like the auction 3 clubs here is Puppets Damon usually, saying, do you have a 5-card major or a 4-card major? And South showed 5 hearts. At the other table, they bid 2 clubs, and I think South still showed 5 hearts here. So here, West started with a diamond, and this is just a passive lead, not giving anything away. So diamond lead, and then they start on hearts. They hop in with the queen and now know that looking at this dummy, it's not diamonds, so they actually try switching to spades. And here, I think this is very careful play by East. So here goes low spade. What spade do you play from the East hand? So here they went in with the 8, which I think is very, very important. So they win the ace and keep setting up the hearts. And now West continues with the 10 of spades, which crushes the 7. And now this Jack 6 is sitting over the 9-5. So if West ever got in, that spoiler, they're not getting in again. They'd be able to lead towards through this 9-5 to the Jack 6. So then they go back to being passive. So diamond lead, and they keep going with hearts. And here, the really bad split in hearts means that their 5's not a winner here. So now they shift gears, they go over to the ace of clubs, they take their diamonds. And unfortunately, they are down here, down 1. At the other table though, here it went heart lead instead. And the Jack wins straight away, which gives them slightly different timing. They now go into clubs, ace of clubs. And here, if East plays low, North-South have a guess about do they put in the queen or do they put in the 10 to try and build some extra tricks. Here, East went in with the king, which solved this guess. But what they're most likely trying to do is their partner led hearts, knowing that there was a good heart suit here. East is like, I don't have that many entries, but maybe I need to use my entry early to finesse declare. So they go in with their king and shift to the 7 of hearts. And now they get into spades, but the clubs are set up at this stage. And the contract makes comfortably with 10 tricks. So that was some of the interesting swings from the mixed teams. So here's the full scorecard. France picking up 12 imps here to take the lead by 10. So let's move into the third stanza of the final action from today. All right, so into the final action from today. So for stanza number 3 of the final, we're looking back at the Bermuda Bowl, Switzerland versus Netherlands. This first one, it goes a heart, pass, a no trump. It goes pass, and what do you do with this West hand? They're usually playing one no trumpers, maybe semi-forcing up to like 11 or 12 points. They've got 14, but they don't have a very good bid. They don't want to bid 2 spades. That would be a reverse. They don't want to bid 2 hearts. They can bid 2 diamonds, but it's a 3-card suit. Or do you just try and content yourself with 1 no trump? So here they passed 1 no trump. At the other table, they did choose to bid 2 diamonds. East bid the 2 no trumps invite, sort of good 10, 11 points, and West accepted. And here, because the hearts break nicely, 3 no trumps comes home. So here, spade lead, they win the jack. And firstly, they try to see if North has the queen of hearts. They lead a low heart. That doesn't work. But after that, they win the ace of clubs. They get their spades out of the way and then just check to see if the hearts break. And they do. So handy game swing back to Switzerland there. The next board that I wanted to look at here. The auction's pretty complicated, but North-South actually bid their way to 4 spades here. At the other table, again, complicated auction, but they opted for 3 no trumps. Now here, really bad break in spades actually makes 3 no trumps the winner here. So against 3 no trumps, the opponents lead a heart, which you win very cheaply. And you start with the 9 of spades, which gets ducked. And then they come over to their king of diamonds and just start forcing out spades, and their spades are good enough here. At the other table, here, heart lead away from the king, and they win the heart pretty cheaply. And now what they do is they play the ace queen of diamonds because the entries are a bit more awkward here. And what they're wanting to do is they've got these 2 club losers, so they're trying to discard one of their clubs straight away. So ace of diamonds with the king going under it, and then queen of diamonds throwing a club. But here, West is now out of diamonds because of the bad break in diamonds as well as spades. And here they lead the 9 of spades, and they don't want to find another way back to their hand, so they just put the queen on it, and West wins. So they go in and they get their club trick, and now when they lead the diamond here, with ace jack 10, they're going like West has a natural trump trick, but even if spades were 4-2, they were getting a trump promotion here. West roughs in, they get over roughed, and now they just play a club that gets trumped. They can draw trumps, but they are going to lose to the king of hearts here and go down 1. So 3 no trumps was the better contract today. The last board that I wanted to look at here. Here, spade, a no trump, 2 diamonds, 2 hearts. Not sure what their meaning is, but they work their way to 3 no trumps. At the other table, another complicated auction. But it looks like 4th suit forcing, and then they still worked their way to 3 no trumps. And this one's really interesting about communication between the 2 hands. So if you look, the club suit's currently blocked. King, Jack, Doubleton, opposite ace, queen to 4. You've got 4 tricks, but getting between the hands is pretty difficult. Your hearts are a little bit flimsy. You do have the ace of spades, but that's a pretty good suit for the opponents. Are you willing to set that up for them? Also, you want to be playing diamonds from this south hand up to the north, but do you want to be using an entry to do that? So here at this table, they won a club, and they actually just started with a low diamond. If East has the jack of diamonds, it might be very difficult for them just to hop in with the jack or something. Also, maybe you're expecting to lose just 1 diamond anyway, and just finesse West for the king of diamonds later. But here in this layout, diamond to the 10, West wins the jack and the diamond finesse is still failing. This sort of play doesn't work too well here. So they're pretty sure that West isn't just continuing away from the king, so they hop up. And now just shift into hearts, trying to build some heart tricks. And now when they get the ace of spades, they untangle the clubs now, but they still haven't set up the diamonds because of this bad break. And the opponents have the king, queen of spades and the king of diamonds to go with their tricks, and they're going to be down 1. At the other table, the way they tried to navigate this is they got a club lead and they just untangled the club straight away. And they were willing to cross over to the spades to open up this spade suit completely before they've touched diamonds or hearts. So now they lead the 10 of diamonds, which with Jack 9 doubleton diamond has great effect. So they even put in the queen here. 10 and West doesn't cover with the Jack, interestingly. But they finesse, and then they start taking their spades, but the spade suit layout makes it really difficult for them to actually untangle more tricks than that. And then they play a heart. They get that. They exit a diamond, and North-South claim 10 tricks there. So handy swing back to Netherlands. So here's the full scorecard. So Switzerland, in the previous set, Netherlands had a great set and got a healthy lead. Switzerland picked up 11 imps here to bring it back to just 3 imps in it after 3 stanzas. So here are all the knockouts. The Bermuda Bowl is really, really close, just 3 imps in it. In the Venice Cup, the women's, Sweden's got a healthy lead of 45 imps. In the seniors, India is losing to Poland by 43 imps. took me a moment there to do the maths. It's like, is that 43? That's 43. And then France is up over USA 1 by 21. So that's all the action from the World Champions. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now.